Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I'm feeling sad, confused, frustrated, confused, frustrated.
Definitely there.
So I'm not exactly sure, if my issue is about receiving or ego or control. Um, I'm confused. It's around a work thing.
Hmm.
And I had an expectation. I was visualizing and trying to manifest an event with lots of people.
Yep.
And, there's not lots of people. And I'm confused.
Okay.
It's when
So
sorry, go ahead.
when you're creating something, then if what shows up isn't what you expect, the trick is not to be attached to the outcome and still be okay with whatever comes up.
Yeah, which is why I'm thinking, okay, is this an ego thing? Because I'm thinking, okay, how is this going to reflect on me, and how is that going to possibly change my chances of working with this client again?
Hmm.
Or is it, a reflection of, okay, that was telling. I thought there'd be a bigger audience showing up, so I
Hmm.
need to change my trajectory.
Okay. So you're basically putting the result of this event, you're putting your reputation on the result of this event.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's my opportunity of possibly working with them again.
Okay. So the belief, oof. Okay. So the belief that your opportunities hinge on this event and its attendance, are you willing to destroy that?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that you're creating all your opportunities. So the same way you created the opportunity of this event, you can create another opportunity, another opportunity, another opportunity. And when you start worrying whether I'm going to have opportunities or, you know, whether I'm going to have enough people and all that, you're going into a lack mentality. But
Scarcity.
yeah, but if you're really in flow with the universe, then you know that more opportunities are just going to keep showing up, and your events are going to get bigger and bigger as you tap into flow more and more. So so what you want to do is get out of this place of, oh my God, look how few people I have at the event, to, wow, look at the people I have at the event, and how can I make this event so special and wonderful for all the people that show up. Right. So several years back, I was traveling with the singer Paris Black, and
Sorry, who?
Paris Black is his name. Right. So, and he was at the time he was topping the Canadian charts for contemporary music, and we'd go to different events, and you'd like have hundreds of fans and showing up, and all these screaming teenage girls that wanted to get close to him. And we went to this one event in Oshawa, and apparently they didn't advertise it enough or something went on, but we got there and there was like 100 people there and something that held 1,000. And he was so upset. And I said, listen, forget how many people are out there. You're going to go out and you're going to connect with the people out there. You're going to give such an amazing performance that every person that comes here is going to go out from this concert and say, you missed the most amazing kick-ass concert. And So I said, so don't worry about the numbers, because now you get a chance to be more intimate with all the people that are there. So he went out and he did that performance, and that's exactly what happened. And despite the numbers, the reputation of how great that concert was just spread out from there. And the following events went really, really well. So if he had been in that place of, oh, there's not enough people and this feels like a failure and, oh, what's going to go on, there's no way he would have had the same energy in that performance. And so people would have said, well, that's why people didn't show up, and that's why we're not going to show up to the next one. And it just carries on from there. So it's whatever energy you bring to whatever you're doing. Right? Yep.
No, I mean, I've got myself into that mindset, and I'm deeply committed to just doing the best event, the awesome event I can. I guess I'm kind of thinking, okay, I'm reading into the situation like, oh, what does this mean? And blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Now, what if it doesn't mean anything? What if it's just what's happening?
True. True.
Okay.
That is a possibility.
Yeah. So that's interesting. If you had 100 people or 500 people or 1,000 people show up to this event, would you be able to take care of them in the way you can take care of smaller groups of people?
It would be completely different.
Okay.
I would feel more validated. Interesting. Okay. It would be a different type of intimacy that I could create.
Okay. Would it be better?
No, different.
Okay. So are you willing to destroy the belief that you have to keep the events small enough so that you can give everyone the attention they need?
Yes. Oh, that's interesting, because I've been hovering around kind of the same numbers as opposed to it getting bigger. Okay, yep. Can you say more about that?
So this is something I went through with some of my classes too, in that I realized I was limiting the numbers in some of my classes so that I could give each person individual attention in the amount of time we had to work with.
Right.
But at the same time, when we're on something, a bigger call or a bigger event, then whenever I'm working with people, the people that don't get worked on usually come up to me and said, I got so much out of what you did with the other people, so it didn't matter that you didn't get to me. Right? So that helped to shift a lot of things for me. But when you're stuck in that place of trying to be caring and trying to take care of everyone that's there so that everyone gets this wonderful experience, then you limit what you're going to do, even though you don't need to, because everyone can still have a wonderful experience, whether there's 5 of them or 500 of them. Right? So, and it's funny because the one thing that really snapped me out of it was I was watching a Tony Robbins event, and it was in the stadium. So there's thousands and thousands of people. I'm like, well, obviously they're getting something out of it because they're paying lots of money to come there and see him as a speck on the stage. So there's ways to facilitate big crowds and still have everyone really happy. So, okay, there's still some resistance in there. So are you willing to destroy the belief that you don't have the capacity to deal with crowds on a big scale?
Yes. Because when I'm visualizing, I'm trying to actually visualize stadiums. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there's something else there that needs to shift, because that's where my mind is going.
And does it feel good when you visualize stadiums?
It's cool. It's like super cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I've been watching videos of, I was watching actually a Queen video of them playing a huge concert, but the camera was from their angle, so you're watching the audience from their viewpoint. And I'm like, oh, just to feel what that would feel like being on stage.
Okay. So that's one other thing that's coming up that I was talking about in the show. So are you willing to destroy the belief that you need to minimize your crowds, to minimize the possibility of negative outcomes and responses and experiences?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that was a big one. Because sometimes that's what happens is we don't want to get 1 or 2 bad reviews out of 100. So we say, okay, let's just keep it down to 10. So then I probably won't get any bad reviews. So.
No, I completely know. If you please 90% of the people, then you're doing like,
Yep.
There's always people that are just not a good fit.
And consciously we get that, but unconsciously it's that fear of what if I get a review and it's just horrifying and they just rip me to shreds? I'd rather just make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
Why we want to work on that belief.
Mm.
Okay, so how are you feeling? Better, worse, same, or different? Ooh, that actually triggered something when I said, what if they just rip me apart?
Well, actually, I was going to invite a couple of people. And I thought, oh no, they're going to be a pain in the butt, so I'm just not even going to bother inviting them. So maybe that was
very good. Okay, so are you willing to destroy the belief that you can only allow people to come in that you know will be positive and enjoy themselves? Ooh. Okay, so how's that feel?
Good. Okay, so in the 2.5 hours remaining of availability of people to be able to sign up, is
yep.
I can do now to put it out there.
See, but this is you worrying about it.
I am.
Don't worry about it. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to be great. When you're worried about it happening, you actually stop the energy flow, right? So how worried have you been this whole time about how your numbers are going to be?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So let's stop worrying now, right? Just assume that the numbers you've got are the numbers you're going to get, and if it gets bigger, that's wonderful. If not, you still got a nice turnout, and just go and knock them dead tomorrow. Look at you.
I know. I'm instead of going, I want to do something to affect the outcome. I know. Not helping.
Yeah. When you keep trying to affect the outcome, you stop things up. So stop trying so hard to make it happen. Right? It's allowance versus force, and you're in this force energy.
So yeah, control, right?
Yeah. Stop trying to control everything. Okay. So the belief that controlling everything is the only way to get the outcome you want, are you willing to destroy that?
Yeah.
And you have to think about this. When you're an organization it's basically like a multi-million-dollar organization, right? So they have the resources to bring people into your event. If people aren't coming into your event, then they're not utilizing their resources, and you're not opening up the possibilities for more people to show up. Right. So I'm just thinking, if you have a discussion about them about the attendance, you telling them that you brought in more people than that entire organization might make a big point for them. Right?
Seriously, I've put more bums in their seats than they have, and it's like, yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah. So don't worry about it, because you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So when you sit in that and know that you did what you could do, you did everything you could, and you actually did better than them, then you'll get to a place that's more ease, because you outperformed a multi-million-dollar company. Think about it.
Oh, yeah, but I'm also thinking, okay, like, if they can't put the bums in the seats with the reach they've got, then like maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree and gotta rethink this.
Well, if that's the case, then that's the case. But you still have to be in this place that it's going to work out. You created this opportunity, you will create more opportunities. You created this one so easily too, you can do it just as easily with other things, or by building on what you've done here. So relax, let it happen.
Right.
It's going to be fine. Right? I mean, I remember when I would do a workshop in Mississauga, and I'd drive an hour to get there, and one person would show up for it. And I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be fun. Right? So, but you know, and this still happens. Like, I don't usually get one, but I'll go out and a couple people will show up to one workshop, and I'll go, and then like last night, it was eight or 10 people showed up to that workshop, and it's, you know, I just let whatever happens, and as a result, everything keeps growing, because I just keep allowing that flow to go. So don't look at it for this one thing. Look at it that you are growing, you are making connections, and things are going in the direction you want it to go. Okay. 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 You're starting to look a little lighter there. How are you feeling?
Oh, I got the fuck it's again. Fuck it. Whatever happens.
Well, that's where you want to be. You want to be at the fuck it. Whatever happens. That's the easy place.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's taking a lot of energy to try to control and worry and
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then there doesn't not a lot of energy to work for you to try to control it. It's just like, oh, okay. Okay. Stay in ease. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, this is Shiraz. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And you can check out upcoming events at www.energeticmagic.com. And remember, be well, be aware, and be magical.